Hello, this is Charles welcoming you to this program, and I'm very, very, very happy to see you all. And I hope you are going to make use of this opportunity to learn from someone who started from nowhere. I didn't know anything, but at the back of my mind, I had some dreams that one day I'll be like this. So when I traveled from even when I was still in Zambia, I was thinking of one day that I would go out of the country. Yes, I struggled to get sponsored. At one time, my application was accepted to go to Cuba to go and learn or to be trained in ICU, intensive care unit. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. As you know, in Zambia, things you have to know someone, someone who's the boss. You have to oil them before they can even pick you. So they picked someone else. I was left out. But that was not the end. I struggled. I worked hard to make sure that I found a place where I can go and study. Eventually, I was accepted to take a course in nursing that was in New Zealand. We started applying, sending to all those requirements, write English test, had to go to travel to Lusaka to go and apply with the British Council, and then come back to Karuroshi. When it is time for going for the test, I had to travel to Lusaka for the first time. I didn't know Lusaka, where to sleep, and so forth. I had to make arrangements to find somewhere to sleep. Luckily enough, there was a family that was with us in Karuroshi, and they were transferred to Lusaka. That's where I spent some nights. And catching up the buses, you don't know where you're going. Very stressful. Eventually, I sat the English test and I passed. That was one stage. Next was to do medicals. Yes, I did medicals. Medicals, HIV, TB, everything they sort out to make sure that when you're going to New Zealand, you are healthy. I spent a lot of money. Yes, spent a lot of money. After that, started looking for money for air ticket. Yes, air ticket. So I did that, struggling, getting some money. But anyway, I was very innovative. We opened a drugstore. I bought a small farm to grow vegetables, and I was keeping chickens. And when the chickens were ready, I would get some tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, and some onion to make a package, put it in that chicken. So when people bought, they bought the chicken, onions, and tomatoes. That was a boost for me. So many people like to come because when they buy the chicken, they've got tomatoes, they've got onion. What they would like is only maybe to put salt. The chicken had already fats, so you can fry chicken without cooking oil. That's what I used to do. So it was a plan, Eventually, I started applying for a passport, and we know New Zealand had an embassy in South Africa, okay, in Johannesburg. So I had to apply through Johannesburg. It's a long way. Others who used to go there, you go there, you sleep, maybe they will tell you, go back. But I had the faith. I had the faith that the Lord has opened the way for me, so the passport will come. So I applied, sent the forms to New Zealand Embassy in South Africa. Okay. And it took some, I can't remember whether it took a month or I can't remember. Anyway, eventually it was accepted, and I had to book an air ticket. Now, to book an air ticket, you must have a passport. So tentatively we booked and I paid half of the fare, and they said until the passport comes, that's when we shall give you an air ticket. So we booked, and even the date was set. We're still waiting for the passport, waiting for the passport. On a Sunday, I bade farewell to the congregation, and the following day, Monday, was supposed to go, but I didn't have the passport. So on Monday morning, that's when we saw a postman coming, and I knew that my passport had come. Yes, there was a big envelope. I opened it, the passport. So I packed and went to the agency in Kitwe, and yeah, so we finished everything. They gave me the air ticket, and we started off. Boarded the bus with my wife. My wife was escorting me. Boarded the bus going to Lusaka. Until Lusaka, we spent a night in Mumbwa. Yeah, Mumbwa. We had district elder was also in Mumbwa, so we spent a night there in a small room. The following morning, we started off going to Lusaka. We arrived in Lusaka around 10 o'clock. The flight was supposed to start off at 2 o'clock. So we struggled to get a bus, to get a taxi, and we went to the airport. At 2 o'clock, I boarded the airport, the plane, and flew to Johannesburg. That's how I started. So that's the beginning of my journey. Next time we meet, I'll tell you how I traveled from Lusaka to Johannesburg and Johannesburg to New Zealand. It's a long story. So for today, we end up there. Okay? Thank you. Bye.